Cursed Arena is better. I think Cursed
Arena
is
the better JJK
Battlegrounds game.
game.
Holy sh**. I play Cursed Arena and it doesn't even come close. Yeah, as you saw by the intro, there's been quite a few people who've just come into my comment section to tell me that Cursed Arena is so much better in either some aspects or all of them. Well, I'm here to find out if that is true or not. To do this, I will have to play Cursed Arena for the first time. To find out which is the superior JJK Battlegrounds game, I will be comparing both of them. From animations to combat to dashes, which people seem to have a very big problem with in Sorcerer Battlegrounds, and other aspects. Do keep in mind, this comparison is going to be my opinion. If you disagree, that's fine, that's your opinion. But without further ado, let's get on with it. Upon loading up the game, one thing you may instantly notice is that there's a lot of NPCs around. From what I saw, most of them don't do anything and are just going to give a funny one-liner and that's about it. But there is some NPCs that are specifically JJK characters that do give you some quest for some yen. It's not readily apparent how you get this yen, but the more you play you'll just understand that from every kill you get some money, or yen I guess. As accustomed to most Battleground games, almost all the characters are unlocked, aside from Megumi and the Finger Bearer, which are stuck behind defeating some bosses, which are not told in the game. I had to look that up. And what the f***? Why is a character that is advertised in the game's thumbnail stuck behind a paywall? And matter of fact, it isn't even finished yet, it's in early access. If it's not finished, why the f*** are you advertising it? Alright, well, it's not all bad. Let's start from the first character, Gojo. It seems all pretty decent, except for the fact that the second move's audio does not match up with the actual moves, so it just looks kind of weird, but it's overall pretty good. As for Gojo's ultimate, it is probably better than Sorcerer Battlegrounds' ultimate for Gojo, but as you will come to find out, that is the only good thing about this game, and it just gets worse from here. Next up is Yuji, aka Sukuna, which I have absolutely nothing to say about, since it is the exact same as Sorcerer Battlegrounds Yuji. The only thing that is actually different is the fact it has a projectile instead of a counter, which is, I guess, cool. As for Sukuna's ultimate, it's not even as near as good as Gojo's ultimate. The only gripe I really have is the fact that if you do your third move, you kind of just explode the ground. I don't know how that happens, I don't ever remember that happening in the anime or the manga, but it's there. As for the last move, the domain expansion, it's... yeah. Why is this thing so small? And for some reason, when the dummy died, I was just stuck there A-posing for like a couple of seconds. But oh my god, there is just so much wrong with this game, and this will be way too long-winded if I just went one by one, so I'm just gonna rapid fire everything that's wrong. Todo doesn't even have his own technique, which is Boogie Woogie. You only get to use one move that has something similar, and that's on his ultimate. Jogo's first move, for some reason, has this laugh track behind it. I don't know why they didn't just use like a sound effect for it, but... yeah. And again, the same here. Why does it have a laugh track? This is also something I have no clue how it gets through testing. Toji's M1s just have radio static at the end of it. Like, how the f*** does nobody test this game? And that's not all. Why are all of the voice lines so compressed? Not just for Toji, but most of the ultimates moves as well whenever you activate them. Also, for some reason, I ran into a bug where I ulted and I was just running around in the middle of the cutscene. And the guy was fighting, he just killed himself. What the fuck? And don't even get me started on this game's balance, because if you get an ultimate with any character, you've basically won. I don't know in what world should you be able to one-shot somebody just because you pressed one button, but I guess here we are. Okay, I'm going to just conclude this part of the video because I think I'm genuinely going to go insane if I'm gonna have to voice over any more of this. So I'm going to go to the conclusion of the video. Is Cursed Arena even comparable to Sorcerer Battlegrounds? Well, yeah, kind of. I would say that Cursed Arena is going in the right direction and has quite a lot of potential. Even though it lacks polish in a lot of areas, I do think that they are probably the biggest competition that Sorcerer Battlegrounds will have. Despite the many things that Cursed Arena in my opinion has done wrong, there is some aspects that are just genuinely good, and I am baffled why Sorcerer Battlegrounds has not done it yet. For example, the bosses. I know that Ulrich has said that he's going to add a boss soon enough, but here we are. With both games' ups and downs, I do see why you will play either, but as it stands, I think that Sorcerer Battleground is just way more polished and way more higher quality. I do genuinely want to play this game more and make videos on it, but the balance is just horrendous. Aside from the bugs, that is my biggest gripe. If Cursed Arena fixed up many of their issues, I am confident that they will have even more players, and I myself, I will make videos on this game. But tell me in the comments, should I make another video on this? Should I give it another go? Maybe my mind will change, who knows? Tell me in the comments. But with that, I'm gonna conclude the video. And I'll see you in the next one.